in order to embellish their structure and their style and make their speech more eloquent. Today we are going to continue the rest of the reading activities plus 2 new grammar lessons, which are the adjectives and the simple present tense. So these 2 grammar rules are found in this unit in the book. Let me know first of all who had a quick look at this unit, who read the reading activity on page 11. Sorry, on page 8. Who had this curiosity to surf the unit and see what it's talking about? No one? No one was interested to know what this unit is about and to read some parts of it? Okay, let us do this together. First of all, I will start with the first grammar rule for this semester, which is the use of adjectives and adverbs. Any idea about these 2 concepts? What's the difference between adjective and adverbs? How do we use them in the sentence? What's their importance in the sentence? Or any related idea? I would like to hear from you about your background concerning the use of adjectives and adverbs.
Both are used to describe something.
Exactly. Both of them are used to describe something. Exactly. But the difference between them resides in the nature of this thing that's being described. Very good. So, what are
the adjective describes the noun, a noun, and the adverb describes the action or verb.
You mean the act, the verb, right? Not the action. Very good. But your answer is incomplete because adjectives are only used to describe nouns, while adverbs are used to describe 1, the verb, 2, the adjective, 3, another adverb, and 4, the whole sentence. So the adverbs have a wider use than adjectives because adjectives are only used to describe nouns. Now, in order to know the difference between them, I would like to share with you a very short YouTube video elucidating these 2 notions and putting these 2 parts of speech in context. So let me now share you this file. Okay, I hope the internet connectivity helps because it needs a lot of megabytes. Let me try. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Dr. Wikam.
Okay. Now the video is being downloaded now and it's being displayed, but it needs some seconds to be displayed. Let us wait. Something went wrong. Let me try again.
Doctor, we cannot see the video. Just hearing the voice.
Let me know what's the problem.
We cannot see the video. We are just hearing the voice.
You are just hearing? Okay. Let me try again.
Yes.
Let me try. Now?
Also hearing only.
Let me know what's the current situation. Are you able to see the video?
No, doctor, we are hearing only.
What do you see on my screen?
The slides.
The file only.
It's very weird. I'm sharing with you my contents. Let me try it in another way. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, doctor, we are seeing.
Okay. 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 So what did you learn from this short video? What are the new concepts that you hear about for the first time? Maybe you know them all, but you refreshed your memory about them, right?
As we said before, that adverbs and adjectives describe the action or describe something. The adjective describes the noun, and the adverb describes the action and how is it going.
Exactly. So we have different uses of the adverb. Sometimes we put the adverb at the beginning of the sentence to describe the whole sentence, like, unfortunately, comma. Let's say corona is getting worse, or is being spread more and more, okay? Or the situation, the economic situation is getting worse and worse. So here we are describing the whole sentence, okay? By saying that this situation is unfortunate, okay? We can easily transform an adverb into an adjective and an adjective into an adverb, but here in this case I have to change the modified item. If I want to use an adverb, I have to modify the verb, the action. But if I want to use an adjective, I have to modify the noun. So this is to be kept in mind. Also, I have to recall the fact that we have in English some irregular adjectives and adverbs. So the adverbs stay the same as their original form being an adjective, like hard, like straight, like late, but whatever. So we have a list of irregular adjectives that stay the same when being used as adverbs. What else did you know from this video? These are basically the main concepts included. Now let me add one small portion to this video, which is the adverb of frequency. This is also something very interesting to know. What are the adverbs of frequency? From their title, how can you interpret them? How can you define them from the title? Adverbs of frequency. So they are actually a part of speech belonging to which category? Is it the category of adjectives or the category of adverbs?
Doctor, we have six adverbs of frequency, basically.
We have more than 6 actually, but a lot of them are more commonly used in our everyday speech than the others. So we do have some common adverbs of frequency that are more used than the others. But of course, we have plenty of adverbs of frequency. We have an unlimited collection of adverbs of frequency. Can you give me any?
Those 6 are the main ones which we use every day.
Main ones, yes. What are these 6 types?
We have usually, we have often, we have sometimes, we have rarely, we have never, and always.
Very good. So all these adverbs are adverbs. Their part of speech is adverb, but they are used in order to describe the frequency of doing the activity. So what's the question that should be asked in this case? In order to answer using one of these adverbs of frequency. Yes. What should I use as a question word to ask my question?
Did we ask when?
No,
how an action happens?
It's not when. I'm not asking about the time. I'm asking about the frequency of doing the activity. So when asks about the time. So the answer of when will be the adverb of time, not adverb of frequency.
How often?
How often? Okay. How frequent? Very good. Like in the example, I play tennis on Mondays. Okay, this is a fact about someone who plays tennis every Monday. Can you modify this sentence and expand it more and more by adding adverbs of frequency to it? I play tennis on Mondays. Yes, Bakr, if you want to use usually that you mentioned previously, where do you put usually in the sentence?
I'm sorry, doctor, I wasn't hearing you very well. Can you please repeat the question?
Yes, let us consider this sentence. I play tennis on Mondays. Okay? This is a very simple sentence that I want to elaborate. I want to describe the frequency of playing tennis. How often do I play tennis? So what are some possible ways to expand this sentence? What are the more
Usually I
possible and
can say usually I play every Monday tennis.
frequency that I can use, and where do I have to put them? You put them where exactly? At the beginning of the sentence, or before the verb, or after the verb?
Here we can say usually I play every Monday tennis.
Exactly. The adverb of frequency, like any other adverb, can be put in different places in the sentence. It's not wrong to start with the adverb of frequency, but with usually in particular, it's better to put it just before the verb.
Before the verb?
Yes, before the verb. This is the best and the most ideal place. So my new sentence becomes, I usually play tennis on Mondays. Okay? If I, excuse me, if I want to say it in a negative form, I can say, I never play tennis on Mondays. So this is about zero frequency. Okay? I never play tennis on Mondays. I can also use another expression that can be put at the beginning of the sentence, like, from time to time, comma, I play tennis on Mondays, right? I can also say, once in a while, comma, I play tennis on Mondays. Every now and again, every now and then, to say that I play tennis irregularly, not on a regular basis. Sometimes, but not regularly, comma, I play tennis on Mondays. Sometimes, comma, I play tennis on Mondays. I hardly ever play tennis on Mondays. What about this adverb of a frequency? Hardly ever. What does it connote? What does it infer? What's the meaning behind it? Hardly ever. This is to say that I always play tennis, or I usually, or I sometimes play tennis, or I almost never play tennis.
Almost never. Almost never.
Never, exactly. This is like frequency, rarely, very rarely. Okay, very rarely I play tennis on Mondays, or I almost never, or I hardly ever play tennis on Mondays. So we do have a variety of adverbs of frequency that I can use in order to indicate how often the activity is taking place. Okay? Now, I want you to go to page 8, to the reading part. And please skim this text very fast in order to start the discussion. So you have to open your ebook at page 8, reading focus, speaking, look at the photos and discuss the questions. Then we have gap text. Exactly. And the title of the reading text is, Are Music Tribes a Thing of the Past? Please let me know when you find this. Okay, meanwhile, I will upload a file under class materials entitled Adjectives Vocabulary List. Okay, I will give you a long list of adjectives you can use to enrich your vocabulary and to do an activity about adverbs and adjectives. I will also upload one activity to be done at home about adjectives and adverbs to apply what we have taken about these two concepts. So you will find them both on in the files and class materials. Okay, so I'm uploading them now. Please check your files in 1 minute and let me know if you received them. You received the first file. The title is Adjectives _ Vocabulary List.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm uploading the assignment. So we have an application about adjectives and adverbs. I want you to do it at home and send it to me, okay? Just to keep it as a reference in my file about your level, about your progress during the semester, about also your ongoing progress. I'm not going to grade it and use the grade, but I will keep the assignment with me as a reference. And I might refer to this assignment in order to give you a certain grade, but absolutely this is not going to be the definitive grade, okay? Because the assignment is long, it's made of 3 different exercises. That's why I will give you the whole week to prepare it, and I will collect it with you next Wednesday. So this is assigned for Wednesday and not for Friday, okay? Because I doubt you will be able to finish it in just 2 sittings in 2 days. That's why take the whole week to finish it. Send it please by next Wednesday, okay? Fine. You send it to me via Microsoft Teams. Is that clear?
Doctor, on team we send the homework?
Yes, please, on Teams. Do you know how?
Chat or what?
Anywhere you want. What's the easiest way for you? Yeah, I think on chat, but send it in a way not to reveal it in public, of course.
Okay, doctor.
Be assessed alone. Okay.
Doctor, ma you can do an assignment form. All of us, we can submit there.
Okay. I can assign it under assignment, you mean? And after I assign, you can click on answer and then hand it in, right?
Yes, like that.
Okay. Let me check. Yeah, I think this way they can be all collected together in one place. Yeah, this is more practical. Please, meanwhile, I want you to look at the text about music tribes, okay, on page 8. Skim through the text and let me know when you are done. I want you to look at the pictures, I want you to look at the title, I want you to look at the in bold because they indicate a lot about the content of the text. So please have a look at this text in order to start the discussion about its content, about your expectations concerning this text, and about the main idea in the text. Usually, we look at the pictures, we look at the topic sentences, we look at any extra words defined and explained after the text. We usually look at some words that are written in bold or in italic or that are underlined. If we have some illustrations, some graphs, we also look at them because they define and illustrate the meaning in a better way. So everything visually remarkable should be interpreted and observed in order to have this preliminary idea about the text. And this is what I want you to do for now. Okay, is that clear?
Sorry, doctor, but you said next Monday or next Tuesday to submit the homework.
Next Wednesday. Our weekly meeting is on Wednesday and Friday, right? And since 2 days, as I think, is not enough for you to finish it in a very good way. That's why I will let you work on it for a whole week in order to submit a good quality. That's why next Wednesday we are going to correct it together in class, okay? May you please check if you received the assignment?
Not yet, doctor.
Not yet? Refresh please your page. The due date is March 30, which is next Tuesday at 12 p.m. at 11:59 p.m. and at midnight. Okay, so Tuesday late at midnight is the due date for submitting this assignment in order to start the correction the next day, Wednesday morning. Okay, but why you didn't receive it?
Doctor, I didn't receive the homework either.
What?
I didn't receive the assignment.
It's very weird. I already did, and
Me also, doctor.
try to refresh your page, please.
دكتور هلا
Doctor,
بينت.
I think
Okay, great. Maybe it needs some time to be delivered. That's why. Okay. I also got a notification regarding this. Okay, very good. May you please check if there is a space to send your homework and to use it in order to hand in the assignment, because sometimes space is not provided.
ايه دكتورة فينا نعملها submit من قلب الأسايمنت.
Okay, very good. You are aware of the way you do it. Very good. Okay, now let us go back to our reading activity. Did you find the page first of all?
Doctor, it is page 8.
Yes, page 8. And the title is Are Music Tribes a Thing of the Past? Did you find it?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Did you have a look at the picture, the title, the captions, the topic sentences, the thesis statement at the beginning, the introductory lines at the beginning? Are you now able to start the discussion, or you need more time to prepare your ideas? Okay, let me take the attendance in mind to give you more time to go through this text. Hind Karim. What's the problem with Hind? She's not attending at all. Is Hind a repeater? Marwa Ahmed. Marwa.
Dr. Marwa couldn't join. She said she had a doctor.
Dana Ayash. Dana also is not here. Jana Ammar.
She's with us, but I guess she has bad connection.
Dana? Okay. Jana.
Present, doctor.
جنى الساحلي.
Present, doctor.
زهراء حيدر.
Present.
صفاء شعيطو.
Present.
فاطمة الخنسة.
Present.
فاطمة فارس.
Present, doctor.
لارا عساف.
دكتور لارا مش قادرة تفوت، كانت عندهاش كهرباء يمكن.
اوكي. محمد ترمس.
present.
ملاك درويش. نور عسيلي. نور عسيلي, I can see your name. Are you following? نور أحمد.
Present.
بكر. آلاء أحمادي.
Present.
زينب صفوان. غادة عساف.
Present, doctor.
آية خريس.
Present.
بتول مختار. بتول. حسام أبو فرج.
present.
بتول شداد.
Yes, doctor. Nora Sally, I have connection.
نور عسيلي, it's okay. Yes, you are present. بتول. سمر بيسي.
Present.
فاطمة حجازي. نغم حسب الله.
Present.
زينب أمهر.
دكتور present. بس بدي أقولك شغلة.
يس.
قلتي لي بدك الفايل نمبر وثائبت الأسبوع الماضي ما قدرت أحضر لأن كان مقطوع الإنترنت. فيك تاخديها هلا؟
Yes, give it.
4288.
Let me write it in Arabic because all of them are written in Arabic.
أوكي. 4288.
Okay, so it's 4288. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let us start the discussion about the reading text that's displayed on page 8. First of all, what do you see in the photo at the top of the page?
bikers.
Yes,
Group.
bikers, exactly. These are bikers. What they are doing? They are parading. They are participating in a show, in a rally. What do you think they are doing?
Going in a group, right?
Yes, so they are riding their bicycle. It's not bicycle. It's this is moto. Do you know the time of doing this show? I think this is a rally. No?
Doctor, I don't have the book.
Bike rally, I think. This is This is the name of the event they are doing. Okay, so they are participating in this maybe annual event where all the bikers wear the same costume, the same outfit. They appear all in the same shape. They all ride their motorcycles. They put their sunglasses. They wear this long black jacket, and maybe it's made from leather. What else is special about them? It's a very old tradition, because from the photo, from their haircut, from their outfit, this photo goes back to many decades ago, right? And even to another century. It goes back to the 20th century. Do you know what do we call those groups of people? Do you know the title of this group of the people?
Those are
Yes.
hippies. We call them Arabic hippiyin.
Hippies? No, these are rockers. These are rockers. So they are fans of the rock music that appeared in 1960. So this bike rally, this event is held in 1960. This group of fans have the same preference of the same music, which is the rock music. That's why we refer to these groups of people by the term tribe. And here I want to open the bracket to define the term tribe. What does tribe mean? Lexically speaking, from a definition provided by a dictionary, what does a tribe mean?
A group of people.
Yes. What do they have in common in order to form a tribe?
Same traditions or same style.
Exactly. They should share the same traditions, the same interests, the same social habits, costumes. They belong to the same ethnic groups as well. But to nominate music fans, to nominate them by music tribes, this is to say what? This is an association between a term that should be given to societies where they have the same kind of thinking, the same traditions, habits, and social behaviors, and to associate this term to a group of fans, group of people having the same traditions and preferences concerning music. This is the first time maybe we hear about music tribes, because tribe refers to very old nations and people and populations, maybe who do not have any particular place to settle. So they move on from one geographical place to another, looking for a better lifestyle and life conditions. So to use this term and to give it to those modern groups of people behaving in the same way because they have the same music preferences and they manifest their interests in music in this very weird way. So this my question is like this: are music tribes a thing of the past? You think that we only witnessed the music tribes in the past century and we do not have this tribe phenomenon anymore? What do you think?
Yes, it may seem that they are something from the past.
Yeah, from the photo, exactly, we may consider that this tradition, this way of behavior, this conduct, this manifestation belongs to the past. This is a bad habit. That's why we gave them this term tribe, music tribes, because tribe gives this connotation of the past centuries and past groups of people and past populations. So we have to know that A subculture. What do we mean by a subculture? Also, subculture can be something related to music, not only tribes, but also subculture is another expression that's used in this article to refer to those groups of people, group of fans, group of music fans expressing their music preference in this common way, in this very popular way. What do you mean by subcultures, according to your interpretation of the photo? When we say sub, this is to say that it's something having a secondary importance or a primary importance. Which one is broader, the term culture or the term subculture? Which one is more general and more comprehensive?
Culture.
Culture, exactly, is larger. So subculture, a certain is something derived from the big culture. It's something having a secondary importance or something derived from the original or main culture. So in the same society, in the same culture, we may find a location of people having the same traditions and preferences related to music. They form what we call a subculture. So in the same society, you might have multiple subcultures, and this subculture is a kind of, as we said, a group of people or a mini society that's larger than a band but smaller than a country or a state or a whole culture. That's why we call them subcultures. Okay? So this group of people sharing the same music interests and the same social behaviors and having similar opinions about music and about how music represents people's minds and people's state of mind, etc. These groups of people form what we call subcultures, and more exactly, they form music subcultures because what makes them group together is their music preference and not something else. Okay? Now let us read this text together. The text here asks the question whether these music tribes or music subcultures belong to the past or we can witness them at any century, at any moment, at any period of time. This is what the text will answer. Okay, so let us see the perspective of the author concerning this question. And let me know at the end whether you agree with the author concerning this perspective, this opinion, this way of raising the question, or you do not agree with him and for which reasons. Are you ready to start? Okay, I will ask Zainab Amhas to start reading.
Okay, doctor.
دكتور
Yes.
أنا كانت مقطوعة الكهرباء هلا رجعت كده.
So you
What?
are you able to read? Who's speaking, Zainab?
زينب.
Yes.
Yes, Zainab Amhas, please start. Zainab Safwan, you
Yes,
have this problem, you mean? That's why you are connected late? Okay.
Yeah.
I will erase your absence. Okay, Zainab Amhas, please start reading.
يس دكتور، بس كنت عم قلك انه لانه كنت غايبة المرة الماضية ما معي للبوكلت، فعم حاول افتح وعندي ما عم يفتح.
Okay, who can read? Who has access to this
إذا حدا
page?
بيعطيني إياه بقرا بس هلا.
May you please send it to the group so that Zainab can read from?
ماني بالجروب يا دكتور. ماني بالجروب. بس معكم
You are
عادي.
not. Please let her join the group. Okay, please let Zainab join the group because she's a member of the class and she has the right to be informed about every news and every update. Okay.
Okay, I'll chat with her on Teams and take her number.
Okay, thank you.
Doctor, why you don't make a screen share? It's easier for us.
Because it takes a lot of megabytes and I do have a very bad internet connection. Did you see how many times I tried to share my screen with you and it didn't work at the beginning? It would make the connectivity very weak. So the voice will start lagging. We have a lot of bad consequences. That's why I already tried it before. If you screenshot this page we are working on,